Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, you are most definitely welcome. My name is Nonhlanhla and I hope you are going to enjoy your stay here. If you are coming back, thank you so much for sticking by my channel and my content. I really hope that you are still enjoying your stay here. If you are not, I'll be so sad, but please do let me know down below what could possibly make you unhappy. You guys, today I am bringing you a tutorial on how to, it's actually a guide on how to use your makeup brushes or your makeup tools, but I am mainly focusing on this 10 brush makeup set, and I am also gonna be showing you guys how to use the sponges, but my main focus was to show you guys on how you use this makeup brush set. I've heard that most people would be purchasing the brushes, but then they struggle to understand which one is for what, so I thought let me just bring this short video to you guys. I really hope that you are going to learn something or you are going to enjoy it. Let's go ahead and record this video.
I will run, I will climb, I will soar. I'm undefeated. Oh, jumping out of my skin, pull the cord.
Okay, so I have done my eyebrows. Okay, I have done my eyebrows, and the brushes that you need to, the brush that you need for your eyebrows is a flat brush, right? So I'm first gonna show you guys the 10-piece set that we are going to focus on today. So this is 1 2 3 4 5 6, so it's 6 of the eye makeup small brushes, and then it's 4 of the big brushes. So from the small brushes, the first brush that you are going to need, of course, is going to be this flat brush. This flat brush, I'm sorry guys, it's dirty. This flat brush is for you to clean your eyebrows, right? You need a very flat angled brush for you to be able to do that, so that you can be as precise as possible, right? And then the second brush is this also flat but angled brush. This brush, I also use it to clean my eyebrows, but I prefer it for if I am going to be doing a graphic eyeliner or a graphic eyeshadow. Yeah, so I'll use this brush. And then the other brush that we have is this brush, is this fluffy blending brush. This is a fluffy blending brush, so usually I use this to blend my eyelid like that, or to also blend the eyeshadow. And then the next brush as well is these two brushes. So you guys will notice this other one, it looks like it's a little bit flat on this side, so you will see that it's pressed there. Can you see? It's pressed, so as much as it's flat, it's a blending brush, but it's not as round, and this one is round, so it's not flash, so it's different. This one I usually use it if I'm going to be using this type of eyeshadow, the shimmer eyeshadow, especially if I want to cheat a cut crease or a cut crease. Why I can't speak? Especially if I want to cheat a cut crease, and then I'll do it with this one, especially for this part of the eye, but I'm gonna do that with you guys now on camera. And then the other one is your normal blending eyeshadow brush, so it's just for you to blend and pat this. And then the last 4 brushes, you guys will notice we've got this one that is, can you see how it looks like? This is a multi-purpose brush. This you can use for your foundation, which I really love for my foundation. You can use this one, and you can also use it for you can also use it for your blush like that, and you can also use it to blend your highlighter, your concealer on these areas of your face. So which is what you guys are gonna see me doing. I use this for the foundation, and I also use it for my highlighting concealer, so you guys are going to see that in a minute. And then we have this one that is like your angled brush. You guys can see at the top, it's flat at the top, but it has that shape. So this is usually for if you want to blend your concealer, and it because it has this shape, so it it helps you to control. It helps to control your, not concealer, it helps you to control your contour. So this is for contour. And then the other one is this one that is similar to the foundation brush, but this one is a little bit bigger. This is your powder brush. So just pat your brush all over your face. Usually if it's fluffy and it's bigger like this, it would be for your powder brush. And then, so the difference between the powder brush and this one is this: the powder brush is bigger, this one is smaller, but as well this one is dense. So if you can see, this one is dense, this one is lighter. See, this one is, you can hardly, like, it's very dense. This one is a little bit fluffy. And then the last one is this one. I don't really like this brush, I must say to you guys. I don't like it, I don't understand it, but this you can also use to to blend your concealer highlighter. Maybe that's what I must use for today, just for demonstration. Okay guys, without wasting any time, let's go ahead and start with this video. So for today we are going to go ahead with this foundation, and I've got my palette mixer here. I'm just gonna put it here. So guys, what I usually do is I tap my foundation brush and I put it on my face. I don't usually swipe, I tap, because if you swipe, it's going to leave lines on your face and it might be tricky for you to pick up where there are lines on your face, and you might leave like that, or your foundation is gonna dry like that. So the tip is that you don't swipe your brush, but you tap it on your skin. You tap the brush on your foundation and then you tap it back onto your face. But again, if you want, you can use your finger to tap from your foundation to your face, and then to blend, you blend with the brush. And it's always advisable for you to have the palette mixer so that you don't use products from the back of your hand. I've been doing that, I've seen other people do it, but it's not okay, or it's not safe. So it's always advisable for you to have the palette mixer, so where you are going to pour your foundation before you tap it onto your skin. And now to highlight my face, I'm using a lighter concealer. I usually love to use a concealer that has a wand inside, but if it doesn't have, you can always pour your concealer onto the palette mixer, and then you can use the brush that I'll be using just now to apply it on your skin. But this is how I do it. So at the bottom of my face, like on my chin, I use the foundation brush because I don't want it to be too light, so I'm diffusing it because that brush already has a foundation product. And then on the other parts of my face, because I want my face to lighten up, so I want to keep that bright color or shade from the concealer, so I would use a new clean brush. And in today's demonstration, I'm going to be using this specific brush that I was telling you guys about. It's always advisable to use a brush that is not big, so that you can control your concealer, because it can easily spread to the areas where you don't really want it to go, and sometimes it does go inside your eye, like you guys just saw now. So I'm just going to use that brush, and this one, you are, as much as you are tapping, but it's almost like you are also just dragging outside, but don't swipe, because when you are swiping, you are also removing your foundation now. And what I love to do is to go over with my foundation brush, the one that I was using that has a product, go over it so that I diffuse it a little bit and I blend it so that there is no demarcation lines. And then now I am applying my contour. For contouring, you can use a foundation stick, you can use a darker foundation that is liquid, you can also use a concealer, but specifically me, I prefer to use a
concealer. And I'm going to be going in with this angled brush now. So what you are doing here, you are holding it upside down, so the part that is like longer is going to be at the top and the shorter part at the bottom, so that it helps you control. And what I usually do is I swipe from my jaws upwards and then from up to downwards, just to make sure that I control it and I keep it where it is. But if it happens that it goes longer, lower than where you prefer it to be or higher than where you prefer it to be, you can always fix that when you are doing your powder. And then for my nose, I usually use my eyeshadow blending brush because it's smaller and it's easy for me to control the product. So I use it to blend that, but you can always use the other brush that I was using for contouring my face to contour your nose. But I would say that especially if you're a beginner, you need to use a smaller brush so you can control the product. And you guys, don't apply a lot of contouring product at once. Just put it's better if you are not happy, then you can come back and add, than for you to apply too much and now you don't know how to get rid of it. Next up, to set my highlighter, I use this brush, guys. This is my favorite brush of all times. If you don't have this, not brush, this sponge, if you don't have it, you can always use a brush. But for beginners, I would recommend that you use a sponge. You can use this, or you can use the powder puffs. I will see if I can find a picture and I will put it up on the screen. The puffs as well do a wonderful job. On my next video, I will use those ones so that I can show you guys. But it's always advisable to use a sponge or a puff other than a brush. But you can also use a brush if you prefer a brush. But on today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys this. So it's nice to use a sponge that has a shape, like you guys see how this sponge is cut, because you can at least control and you can put lines where you want to put lines, like you are seeing on the side of my face. And you are just tapping it, the product, so you put it up, you dip it on the powder, and then you blow it off, or you tap it on the lid so that you get the excess powder, and then you put it on your face, and then you leave it there. And then I'll show you guys just now on how to move it. And to set my contour, you guys saw I just I used the same brush, but I dipped it on a dark powder to set my contour, otherwise it's going to be shining. And then now moving on to setting the rest of my face, what I usually do is I take my powder, my face powder, which is my skin shade, and I dip a brush a little bit, and then I remove the powder that I was using to set my highlighting contour, and then I will continue to set the rest of my face. And then to apply a blush, I use my foundation brush, and I just tap it as well. So this, you tap it on top of the line where your contour and your highlighting concealer joins, so you put it there. That's where you place your blush. You can use a different brush, but I prefer to use the same foundation brush because it diffuses the other products, so it's not as harsh. And then to highlight, to do my eyes, now I'm going to be showing you guys that brush that I was telling you about. If you are doing a shimmer eyeshadow, you need to use this brush that is like flat. It's not as flat as your concealer brush, but it's a little bit flat than your blending brush. So you use it and it helps you because it picks up when you dip it on your eyeshadow product. It picks up a lot of products, so you are able to just apply it and press it, and also you are able to control it because it's a little bit flat at the top. My eyeshadow today is not that creative because I was just doing this for demonstration, you guys. And next, now I am going to highlight my face, so I'm going to be using the eyeshadow blending brush because it's fluffy and it has that pointy shape at the top. So I'm just going to be applying it through roughly on my cheeks, and I will go over with another brush to just blend it nicely and diffuse it so that it's not too shiny. Like I said, you guys, I'm going to be taking the powder brush and I am just going to be pressing it as if I am setting it, but it's also blending the product or the highlighter. So I am done showing you guys all the brushes, all the 10 of them, and I hope that you guys have learned. Now you understand your brushes much better. So I'm just gonna finish off my face and then I'll come back to show you guys my final face beat. And please do leave a comment down below and let me know if you've got any questions and what do you think of my video, especially the brushes. Is this what you thought all of them were used for, or you are using them differently? See you on my next video, but sit back and wait for the final look.
So that is my final look. I really hope that you have learned something and now you understand your makeup brushes better. If you are still a little bit confused, concerned, or not understanding, please do let me know down below. Any questions that you might have, I'll be sure to respond to them. If it's something that I need to demonstrate, I will record another video. But you guys, thank you so much for sticking up to this far and watching this video until the end. I will see you guys on my next video next week. Thank you so much.